Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of The Hot Tag, the sub-show of the Jazz Zodiac podcast, the greatest wrestling podcast you've never heard of. We are in the middle of the King and Queen of the Ring tournament. I do know the Psycho Nerd is not really watching WWE to the level that I am, only because I want to be as educated about the products as I possibly can.
I just don't give a fuck anymore. WWE TKO, you can kiss my volubious.
Well, that being said, here is the tournament bracket that we have. And we've talked about this before. We talked about this on the King of the Ring 2001 review recently, that instead of having singles matches, they're doing fatal four-ways and then one-on-one matches for the semis and the finals. So I want to go over who is in each of these brackets.
Yay.
On the men's side, we have Penta. And these are they'll be broken down by the different fatal four-ways. We have Penta, Obafemi, Solo Sikoa, Carmelo Hayes. Second match, Rey Mysterio, Braun Breaker, Trick Williams, and Damian Priest.
Rey Mysterio? Why?
No, not Rey. Dominic. Did I say Rey? I meant Dominic.
You said Rey.
I meant Dominic.
Okay,
my fault.
That makes more sense. Okay.
My fault. Seth Rollins. I forget his Javon Evans, I believe. Tonga and Ricky Saints. And the last one. This one is stacked, by the way. Jey Uso, LA Knight. Yeah. I'm obligated by every time I say his name, I have to say yeah.
We all do.
Keys, who's a newer transition, and then Finn Balor. Now, we move on to the semifinals, the men who won these matches. Penta, Femi, Solo Sikoa, and Carmelo Hayes. Obafemi won over. Makes sense. You're not going to put an Intercontinental Championship in that match. That's fine. So it's Obafemi. Mysterio, Breaker, Williams, and Priest. Dominic Mysterio advances. It is what it is. And Obafemi's already cut a promo on Mysterio saying, you know what? I know Rey Mysterio is your father, but next week, I'm going to introduce you to your daddy. So, Obafemi is fucking fire right now.
Ooh.
So you have Obafemi versus Mysterio. Fantasy booking here. I do think that Brock is going to interfere, setting up their rubber match at SummerSlam. Mysterio will move on. The Seth Rollins, Evans, Tonga, and Saints match. Evans actually went over. I was shocked. I thought for sure Seth Rollins was going to go over.
Whoa!
But they pulled they pulled the rug out from under me and said, "Nope, not today." So you have Evans going on, and the last four: Jey Uso, LA Knight, Keys, and Finn Balor. Hope you're sitting down, because you'll never guess who got it. Fucking Jey Uso advances to the semis. So your four finalists are Obafemi, Dominic Mysterio, Javon Evans, and Jey Uso. I was hoping for a Finn Balor Rey Mysterio final, or a Dominic Mysterio final.
That would
not happen.
Nice.
That's fine. I swear to God, if Jey Uso goes to the finals and wins, I'm not going to be happy about it.
This is why I don't watch anymore.
I don't get the appeal of Jey Uso. I don't fucking get it. And people are like, oh, you just don't like him. You're right. I don't
exactly.
Like him.
I don't
He's
like him.
Overrated. Jimmy is the better talent. Let's be fucking real here. Jimmy's the better talent, but that's not saying much because the bar is not very much higher.
No, they're just a pair of super kicking machines as far as I'm
Moving
concerned.
on to the women's. Again, fatal four-ways. Same way. Liv Morgan. Now, before I go any further.
What?
Why the fuck is she in this tournament?
She's a fucking champion. What does she need to be in there for?
There you go.
That makes about as much sense as having a champion wrestle in the Royal Rumble. Wait, they did that already.
Yeah, they did
My
that.
bad.
Yeah. But here's the thing. When I get to the final four, it may make sense at that point. But let me go through this. The first we have Liv Morgan, Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, and Chelsea Green. Liv Morgan wins. She advances. The next one you have Sol Ruka, again, another fucking champion who doesn't need to be on there.
No.
Lyra Valkyria, Charlotte Flair, Jade Cargill. By the way, there is a clip at the end of this match on SmackDown where Jade lost her wig.
Yeah, I saw
lost her wig.
I saw. She kept trying to keep it on the whole freaking time. It's like, you're not fooling anybody anymore. Just rip the damn thing off and do the match. Yeah. Come on.
Charlotte Flair wins. So it's Liv Morgan versus Charlotte for the semis in that particular. It's a match. It is what it is. Next we have Roxanne Perez, Io Sky, Julia, and Lash Legend. Io Sky wins. Like, oh, what the fuck?
Honestly, I would have been okay with Lash Legend winning. She's still kind of up and coming at this point.
I would have been okay with Roxanne Perez. I think it makes sense.
That would have been fine too. She, yeah.
Well, I say Roxanne Perez because the next bracket, You have Bailey, Raquel Rodriguez, Jane, the new up-and-coming one from SmackDown, and then James. I forget her first name, but she's the one that was running with Julia with the big boobs.
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about. If they were smart, they would have let Raquel win. That way we could have Liv and Raquel in the final. That at least would be interesting.
Well, you're half right, because Raquel did win this match.
Oh, no shit.
Raquel won, so Raquel versus Roxanne would have made sense. But what I'm thinking they're going to do...
Actually, that would have
made sense, because
it would have.
There is some deception in the Judgment Day right now. There is some... Roxanne has been teasing that she's going to leave, although I think it's going to be Raquel. And here's my fantasy booking here. You have Liv Morgan versus Charlotte. And that match, I think, is this week or next week. I forget which one it is. Liv Morgan's going to go over. That's not me wishing it's going to happen. That's the way it's going to be. Charlotte Flair is going to take a pinfall from Liv Morgan. Io Sky and Raquel. Raquel is going to wipe the floor with Io. We have Liv Morgan versus Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel goes over. And Raquel goes over. And when she does, it's going to be a Batista versus Triple H moment where he's like, she's not going to go for Rhea Ripley. She's going to go for Liv, and she's going to win. And she's final. Let's be real. Liv Morgan hasn't done shit with that fucking title since she won at WrestleMania. I think she's had one defense.
Most of the champions as of late really don't do anything with the booking is terrible. They win a belt and then they don't do anything for like a month or two. It's like, what are you doing? This is not the 80s. This is not the 70s. This is current times. Why aren't they defending these titles? What is going on?
But here's my real reason why I'm doing this is that looking at these fatal 4-ways, not just in any particular order, but there's some matches on here you could have had. You could have had Obafemi versus Carmelo Hayes. You could have had Braun Breaker versus Obafemi.
Mm-hmm.
You could have had Javon Evans versus Dominic Mysterio or Penta. We've already seen that, but they put on fucking banger matches. Hell, you got a LA Knight versus Solo Sikoa. There are so many matches on, and I'm not even talking about the women's side because the women's side is super stacked, but putting champions in this tournament was stupid. There are women that should have been on there, like Jordan Grace should have been on this list.
Oh,
she wasn't. She's not hurt.
Yeah.
You know,
what's going on with her anyway? They're not doing anything with her either.
Which is stupid because she's a great talent. She's good at what she does. But my point here is that they need to go back to making this. It's almost, it feels like it's rushed. You know what I mean? It feels like it's rushed. And it's like, oh, we'll just do Fatal 4-Ways. No, you can do an entire show of Raw and or SmackDown and have nothing but these They've done it before. Why not do it again? Why are we putting them in Fatal 4-Ways? It's rushed. It is very rushed.
Question.
Night of Champions is a week or 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from yesterday, actually, because it's a Saturday show. That's my problem here is that it's not the booking that what we got. That's irrelevant at this point. We got what we got. Jey Uso, what the fuck ever. Liv Morgan, what the fuck. I think that's more for story, which is why I'm okay with it. I'm like, okay, it's stupid. And it's funny when I said that when Liv Morgan won, I'm like, it's going to be Liv and Raquel. It has to be. On paper, it makes sense.
If they don't, then that's them dropping the ball because that is a major missed opportunity if they go that direction.
With everything going on with the USA or the bloodline or the first family, whatever the fuck you want to call them, in LA Knight, you should have had it be Jey Uso versus LA Knight in the semis. That's a match you should have booked that. I'm okay with Evans not being on it because again, he should be going for the Intercontinental, not for the main title. That's fair. What it is. Obafemi, again, that's for story because Brock is going to interfere some way, cost him the match. It's over. Mm-hmm. But TKO, WWE, whoever, creative or lack thereof, I've been calling them the lack of creative team. You guys are dropping the ball. AEW is running circles around you right now. I'm more invested in AEW than I am with you. And I've been with you guys since the fucking beginning. Since I started watching wrestling, and Psycho can contest this. I have been WWF, WWE loyal for 40 fucking years. I've taken breaks, but I've never gone away forever because I always get drawn back in. What you're doing now is making me want to go away and never come back. It's that severe. Mm-hmm. And I know I'm one fan of millions, but I'm pretty sure there's plenty that feel the same way that I do.
Well, there are. I see plenty of videos of people that are just sick and tired.
And this is justified hate.
Going on.
It's justified hate. You know, it's not like I'm not going to watch the movie because it's going to suck. No, fucking watch it and then tell us what you think. This has been an ongoing thing since WrestleMania 40. WrestleMania 40 was the pinnacle, the peak. It was fucking phenomenal. Great storytelling. Oh, we got what we wanted. And then what happened? Straight downhill. Crash and burn. Hey, Mav? You know, seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, I can say, you know what? TKO, you stink.
Yeah, that's that's why I don't bother watching the weekly shows anymore. I have better things to do with my time.
Yeah,
than getting irritated and pissed off by everything that they're doing nowadays.
To the point where I'm watching Simon Miller's wreak his ups and downs, giving Simon some love, because I love Simon.
Let's give Simon some love. We love you, Simon.
Some love. Watch, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Watching Simon give his ups and downs gives me a warm feeling in my tum-tum.
Because it does.
It really does. I love the man.
And just so we're clear, I love you, but only as a friend.
You got to clarify that. You got to clarify
just so we're clear, Simon. Don't get any funny ideas.
Yeah. But you get my point, though, is that I'd rather watch a 30-minute clip show than 2.5 hours of the entire show.
Yep. That's saying a lot.
That says a lot. And yeah, I'm giving love to a fellow YouTuber, and I'll do that all fucking day. You know, it's just, I want to watch the product, and you're not making me want to watch. But I want to know what you people that are watching think. I want you to tell us how you feel in the comments. Let us know. Again, the Hot Tag is a YouTube exclusive show, so you cannot find us on Spotify or YouTube, or not YouTube, Apple Podcast, only on YouTube. So let us know in the comments what you think. I want to know. I want to know do you feel the same way I do, or do you think I'm just being an old man who has all these kids in my yard? Get the fuck off my lawn.
Okay, I don't know who invited John Laurinaitis, but yeah, get him out of here.
He's the founder of People Power.
We don't need People Power. We don't need that shit.
But I want to know what you think, so let us know in the comments down below. But for the Psycho Nerd, I am the Josh Zodiac. This has been the Hot Tag. We want to thank you for watching. We hope you'll join us next time. I don't have an end tag for the show yet, so that's what you're getting.
Ropes are shaking, crowd is loud. Yeah, feel the thunder in